Hello everyone, Galaxy Star 20 back with another video where I'm about to discuss a little huge problem with with Austin Theory right now. His Money in the Bank briefcase needs to be replaced by someone else. Okay? Austin Theory is a Vince McMahon product. Okay? He is a Vince McMahon product. He has been pushed by Vince. He appeared Money in the Bank because of Vince. Talent, relations, that he wanted to do. Okay, that's his talent, boy. And like Roman Reigns say, "Where's your daddy?" His daddy's not here anymore. It's Triple H's show now. So Mr. McMahon has pushed Austin Theory to the top. He gave him Money in the Bank contract. He gave him the USA title, and it's time to remove Theory from his briefcase, Money in the Bank briefcase. Um, Here's the two possible opponents that I think should have Money in the Bank: Cranian Cross, Karrion Cross, or Seth Rollins. Karrion Cross could surprise Roman Reigns with his Doomsday gimmick and surprise him. Turn off the lights and surprise him. Or Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins would be a good replacement to replace Austin Theory's Money in the Bank briefcase contract because he already won a Money in the Bank before. He cashed it in and was successful. So I think it would be a good idea that Seth Rollins gets the Money in the Bank briefcase. This is not has happened before. This has happened before. So I will tell you what happened to that person before Theory. Okay, 2007, Mr. Kennedy won the Money in the Bank briefcase. Then later, they found his drug addiction problems. He has steroids and painkillers. Mr. Kennedy, he took a lot of steroids, painkillers, so they suspended Mr. Kennedy. When he came back, I believe before or after he came back, he fought with Edge for the Money in the Bank briefcase contract. If it's before he got suspended, but he had a suspension coming, or it's after his suspension, he lost to Edge during or before the suspension. And after that, Mr. Kennedy no longer being pushed. He was no longer a contender. He never had a big match. He was dropped from some Vince McMahon stupid storylines that he was the bastard child of Mr. McMahon, replaced by Hornswoggle, etc., etc. And the Hornswoggle storyline happened. Mr. Kennedy never became champion. He was removed from the McMahon family. And Mr. Kennedy disappeared and got released in 2009. Now, I'm not saying Theory will be released. He might be released soon, but he needs to change up his gimmick a little bit. It seems that Triple H is not impressed with Theory at all. He has been booking him less lately. He's not appearing many matches. He's not interfering with Dolph Ziggler. He's not interfering in Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns now has returned a small rivalry with Drew McIntyre yet again. Now Cranian Cross, Karrion Cross. But Theory is nowhere to be seen. Theory lacks character. All he does is do selfies. Yes, he's a good heel. I have never seen a wrestler that has so much negative response for the crowd since properly a 2000s gimmick wrestler. Okay? When people think wrestling was very, very real. It can be real sometimes, but other times it can be fake. You know, like Kane's storyline, Bray Wyatt's storyline, those type of things. But Theory, Theory Money in the Bank briefcase needs to be removed and replaced by someone else, by Karrion Kross or Seth Rollins or whoever's ready for the next step to WWE, because Theory is not present Triple H, and it bugs me that Theory still has the Money in the Bank briefcase while proving to himself that he is a good wrestler. He isn't. He has been choppered to Bobby Lashley twice. And he has been losing a lot of matches. He has been on a small losing streak lately. And that's not impressive. How people can take this guy seriously if he is gonna be a joke? Even before Vince retired, he was losing matches. So what's the point having this guy with the contract if nobody's gonna take him seriously? We need someone that is serious and dark or fits that role of a mega star to cash in against Roman Reigns. That's why I think that Austin Theory should have a match with someone for the contract. And whoever wins that match gets the contract, but Theory will lose. Theory should lose automatically. Make sure that this guy doesn't win, because it's time he goes back to develop his character and see if he can improve. I'm not saying he has zero charisma. The guy has charisma. He is a good heel to younger WWE fans. People take him seriously as a selfish jerk selfie dumbass who posts Instagram all the time or on Twitter with his nasty selfies. Or put Austin Theory in the mid card side. Put him back to the mid card and see he can improve. Then he can go back to the top. But for me, Theory needs to box off, go down, and see he can improve. For me, Theory is done. The age of Theory is done. And Triple H rather see NXT talent like Karrion Kross, Dexter Lumis, and other NXT wrestlers stepped up their game. Even Ciampa himself could go to the top. And meanwhile, Theory goes down. So what do you guys think? Theory should lose his contract, his Money in the Bank briefcase contract, or should he kept it and lose to Roman Reigns and a briefcase contracts cash in and fail that cash in? Or you want someone else to face Theory for the briefcase and beat Theory? I think a match to replace Theory briefcase will be a good idea, because it would be unfair that Theory cash in, then Roman Reigns beats him, because Theory is a weak wrestler. He cannot beat Bobby Lashley, so what makes him think he could beat Roman Reigns? I think someone should challenge his contract, his briefcase. Like, comment, subscribe, and see you in the ringside. Peace.